So we are starting the next chapter, that is advanced features of MS Excel, chapter number 5. Okay, in this chapter we will learn first how to do sorting. Sorting means arranging of data either in ascending order or in descending order. You can arrange the data according to their names in alphabetical order, or you can also arrange the data according to their percentage, their marks, their roll numbers, according to anything, either in ascending order or in descending order. Like I have taken a dummy data in which I have entered all subjects marks, English, Hindi, Math, Science, SST and computers, and their total also I am having, then percentage also I have calculated. And I have 36 students in my class. So first we are going to arrange them according to their roll number. These are the roll numbers of the students. Let us bring it in the center. Okay, we have done the central alignment, and now we have to arrange first according to their roll numbers. So for that you have to select the data first. The whole range you have to select. Otherwise, if you will choose only one column and start doing the sorting, what happen, that your roll numbers will be sorted, but rest of the data remain there only. So it will be incorrect. Like if Sonal is having the roll number 6116, maybe 6111 will come at the top, and Sonal will be that is not the roll number of Sonal then, so it will become incorrect. So right now first we have to select all the cells, then we will go to sort and filter button, then go to custom sort button, where you can find this sort and filter button. Inside the home tab we have gone to editing group, there we are having a sort and filter button. Now as soon as we will click on sort and filter button, this dialog box will appear in front of us. Here you have to choose first my data has headers. If you will not choose this option, then in the sort by list, it will show you column names A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. And if you will choose this option, it will show you the headings of your table only. Like I want to sort according to roll numbers. So I will select roll numbers, and I want that the roll numbers should be arranged from smallest to largest, and press OK. Okay. So roll number 1, whosoever it was, it came on the top. Maybe the roll numbers are not in the sequence, but the smallest number is at the top now, and the largest number is at the end now. Largest number is 6123, and the smallest number is 6045. So these are the random arrangement which we have done according to roll numbers. Now let us check how to do two levels of sorting. This was the first level of sorting. Now I want to sort all the students according to their names. This is also again the first level of sorting. I am arranging them from A to Z. Okay. Now all are arranged according to their names. All A's are coming first, then D and E and H, then J, and so on. So now they are arranged according to their names. Now suppose I want to arrange them first according to their percentage and then according to their maths marks. So this is two level of sorting. Again go to custom and custom sort button, then click on, first you have to choose percentage, that should be largest to smallest, because I want that the topper should appear at the in the first row only. Then we have to arrange according to their maths marks. Whosoever is having the largest marks in maths, he should be at the top. Now why we are doing two level of sorting? Suppose two students are having the same percentage. Like as I as we can see in the list, this student is having 91.4 and this student is having 91.2. Maybe if he's also having 91.4, then who should come first? That will be decided by now maths marks. So first we have to arrange according to their percentage, and if there will be any clash or if there will be any uh, two students or three students are having the same percentage, in that case it will check the maths marks. Whosoever is having the greatest marks or the highest scorer of maths will be at the top, and whosoever will be the lowest scorer of maths will be at the end. Now, okay, now see, as everybody can see, we were having two students with 97% only. So, and now come to maths marks. Now Sonal was having 100 in maths and Vidit was having 98 in maths. So first he has placed Sonal and then he has placed Vidit. Similarly, here also these two students are also having the same percentage, 96.4 and 96.4. So Anoop is having 100 in maths and Anushka is having 95 in maths. So Anoop is placed at top and Anushka is placed at bottom. So this is how we can do sorting of one level also and two level also. You can add as many as levels you want, but it totally depends upon the number of columns you have. Like suppose here I have, in this table I have total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 columns. It means I can add only 12 levels of sorting. If I'll go to sort and filter button, then if I'll click on custom sort, now I can add only 12 levels of sorting. This is the first level, second level, third level and fourth level. Similarly, you can add only 12 levels because we are having only 12 columns. If I have more number of columns, I can have more levels of sorting also. So right now we can do only 12 levels of sorting according to this table. Okay. Now I hope sorting is clear to everyone. Now next is filtering. Filtering means now sometimes I requires to see the names of only those students who has secured uh, above 95 or above 90 in science only. I don't want to sort them according to English, maths, or any other subject. I just wanted to see the names of those students who has secured more than 90% in science. So again, you have to select the data, then go to again sort and filter button only, and then there is option of filter. Click on this filter. As soon as you will click on filter, these arrows will appear in front of every column. Now these arrows are telling that you want to sort according to which column. Now suppose I wanted to sort according to science. I will apply a number filter, click on number filter, then choose the option, which option is applicable to you. Like I want to display the marks which is greater than or equals to 90. So I will choose this option, greater than or equals to, and here you have to enter 90 and press OK. Now we have a list of, here at the end in the taskbar you can see how many students are there. Out of 36, 12 students record found, it is saying. So it means 12 students has secured more than 90% in science. Now next is, suppose I wanted to see how many students has secured 100 out of 100 in maths or in any other subject. So first I have to remove the filter which I have applied on science, and then only I will apply it on maths. Otherwise it will not give me the clear result. So how to remove the filter now? Again click on the filter button which is on the column of science, and then there is an option of clear filter from science. Choose this option. Now you will be able to see the whole content, all 36 students in front of you. Now I just wanted to see how many students have secured more than only 100 marks, 100 out of 100 in maths. So I will apply this rule on maths. Go to number filter, and this time I don't have to check marks greater than, because these are the marks are only out of 100. So I will check equals to 100. Okay, so we have only two students here. Also in the taskbar also you can see 2 out of 36 records found, it is saying. It means we have only two students who have secured 100 out of 100 in maths. Similarly, if I want to check in any other subjects, I will clear the filter from maths. Now suppose in computers I want to check how many students have secured more than 100, or sorry, 100 only, right? 100 and then okay. So we have 5 students who have secured 100 out of 100 in computers. So this is how you can apply the filter. For applying the filter, what we have done, we have gone to sort and filter button. Then we have clicked on filter button. Automatically these arrows will appear in front of every column. And then you can apply the filter on whatever the row you want to apply, or sorry, whatever the column you want to apply. Now, if I want to remove the filter from my table, so I have to click here, clear, on clear button. Automatically filter will be cleared from all the columns. Okay, next we have data validation. Now sometimes at the time of entering, I may enter 940 by mistake, and my sheet is also allowing me to enter 940 marks, but it is not possible because these are the marks out of 100 only. So the result will get affected, the percentage will get affected. So we have to apply some validation rules at the time of entering of data, so that whatever the whosoever is entering the data, he should enter only in the range. Like if he is allowed to enter only marks from 0 to 100, then he should not go beyond 100. Now how to apply this validation rule? For that you have to select the table where you want to enter the data, then go to data tab, and inside the data tab we have data validation option under the data tools group. Click on data validation, click on data validation here. Now in settings you have to set the criteria. You should allow, or the one should allow, to enter the decimal number between the range 0 to 100 and press OK. Now if I'll try to enter the marks more than 100, like suppose here I'm changing it to 950. Now it is giving me an error message, and that is the value you entered is not valid. The user has restricted value that you can be entered into the cell. Okay, so what we can do, we can also display, you can also display your own message. Go to data validation. We have specified the range, and now go to input message. Now what message should appear? You have to write enter. I'm entering the message, enter marks between 0 and 100 only. Okay. And it should be a warning, or it should be a stop message. Whatever you want to choose, that you can choose. But I will choose a stop message. It means the person should not allow to enter the data. Now kindly note, enter marks between 0 to 100 only. This message is coming as soon as you will move to any cell. It will show you this message. Okay, sorry, because I have applied this message only on this cell, so it is showing me the message on this cell only. But if I'll choose the whole range of data and then I'll go to data validation, now here I can write enter marks between 0 to 100 and error alert. Error, at the time of error also you can type your message. I wanted to display out if somebody will enter the marks which is beyond 100, then it should display a message out of range. Okay, now if I'll go to any cell, it will show me a message enter marks between 0 to 100. And still if I'll try to enter marks beyond 100, that is, suppose I'm entering here 986 and enter, I think I have not clicked on the button at the time of data validation. Okay, here it is removed. Between 0 to 100. Error message is out of range. Input message is this. Okay, now let us check. Now, as soon as I will enter a digit or a number which is greater than 100, it will show me a message out of range. Retry. Now, if I'll enter 67, it will accept. Clear? Like this, you can enter, you can stop users to enter any invalid range of data. Means because we have applied the validation rule.